The man who refused to quit. The inspiring story of Niki Lauda. There are people who chase success, and then there are people who redefine what it means to survive. Today, I want to tell you the story of a man who looked death in the face, lost almost everything, and still came back to become a legend. This is the incredible story of Niki Lauda. Niki Lauda was born on February 22, 1949, in Vienna, Austria, into a wealthy family. From the outside, it seemed like he had the perfect life already planned for him. His family expected him to join the family business and live a comfortable, predictable life. But Niki had a different dream. He wasn't interested in boardrooms or business meetings. He was fascinated by speed. The sound of race cars, the smell of burning tires, and the thrill of pushing limits made him feel alive. The problem was that his family completely disapproved. They believed racing was reckless and dangerous, and they refused to support him. Most people would have given up. Niki didn't. With no financial help from his family, he borrowed money from banks just to keep racing. It was a huge gamble. If he failed, he would lose everything. But he believed in himself when almost no one else did. His determination finally paid off. In 1971, he reached Formula One, the highest level of motorsport. At first, things weren't easy. He struggled with average cars and inconsistent results, but something about Niki stood out. He wasn't just fast, he was incredibly intelligent. He studied every detail of the car, constantly giving engineers ideas to improve performance. Soon, Ferrari noticed him. Joining Ferrari changed his career forever. He helped transform the team and, in 1975, Niki Lauda became Formula One world champion for the first time. It looked like he had reached the top. But life had something unimaginable waiting for him. On August 1, 1976, during the German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring, one of the most dangerous race tracks in the world, disaster struck. At over 170 miles per hour, Niki's Ferrari suddenly lost control. The car slammed into a barrier, burst into flames, and bounced back into the middle of the track. Within seconds, another car crashed into him. Niki was trapped inside a burning fireball. The flames surrounded him. The smoke filled his lungs. His helmet melted against his face. For nearly a minute, he remained trapped in the inferno while fellow drivers risked their own lives to pull him out. By the time he reached the hospital, his condition was critical. His face had suffered severe burns. His lungs were badly damaged from inhaling toxic smoke. Doctors weren't sure he would survive the night. Some even gave him his last rites. The world believed Niki Lauda's racing career was over. But they didn't know the kind of man they were dealing with. Just 6 weeks later, yes, only 42 days after nearly burning to death, Niki climbed back into a Formula One car. His wounds were still healing. His face was covered with fresh scars. His eyelids weren't fully recovered, making every race painful. Even wearing his helmet caused unbearable discomfort. Yet he drove anyway. Every lap was proof that courage isn't about feeling fearless. It's about moving forward despite the fear and pain. Millions around the world watched in disbelief. No one had ever returned from injuries like that so quickly. Although he narrowly missed winning the championship that year, he earned something even greater. Respect. He became a symbol of determination across the world. In 1977, only a year after the accident that nearly killed him, Niki Lauda became Formula One world champion once again. He had done what many thought was impossible. But Niki wasn't finished writing history. Throughout his career, he became known not only for his incredible driving but also for his honesty. He always spoke his mind, even when it upset people. He believed the truth mattered more than popularity. After retiring from racing, Niki explored new challenges. He founded his own airline because he loved aviation just as much as racing. Like many entrepreneurs, he experienced failures along the way. His airline faced financial struggles, and he lost millions. But failure never scared him. He simply started over, again, and again. Years later, he returned to Formula One, not as a driver, but as a respected advisor and team leader. His experience helped shape one of the most successful eras in modern Formula One. Even after everything he had been through, he continued inspiring the next generation. Behind his famous red cap, which he wore to cover the scars left by the fire, was a man who had accepted every part of his journey. He never tried to hide his past. He embraced it, because those scars weren't signs of weakness. They were proof that he had survived. In his later years, Niki faced more health challenges, including kidney problems that required transplants. Even then, he faced every obstacle with the same calm determination that defined his entire life. On May 20, 2019, Niki Lauda passed away at the age of 70. The racing world stood still. Tributes poured in from every corner of the globe. Fans didn't just remember him as a champion. They remembered him as one of the bravest human beings to ever sit behind the wheel of a race car. His legacy wasn't built only on victories or championships. It was built on resilience. On refusing to surrender. On proving that even when life burns everything down, you can still rebuild. Whenever I think about Niki Lauda's story, one lesson stays with me. Success isn't measured by how many times you win. It's measured by how many times life knocks you down, and you choose to stand back up. Niki Lauda didn't become legendary because he was fearless. He became legendary because he kept moving forward when fear, pain, and doubt surrounded him. And maybe that's the greatest reminder for all of us. No matter how difficult life becomes, no matter how painful your setbacks feel, your story isn't over until you decide to stop writing it. Niki Lauda never stopped, and that's exactly why the world will never forget his name.